We more than often hear these words, "I lived to tell." But this is not just any story to tell. It is not only a tough one to narrate, but the memories recollected cannot help the flow of tears roll down the cheeks of Esther Nyambura. Nyambura does not recall much after that day, 2nd May 2010. The information she has is generated from told stories from her loved ones. As I talk to Nyambura, she reminisces on the experience she had after the accident. It has not been easy. It was a normal working day for Esther Nyambura with the usual routine at 5 o'clock in the evening. She was done with her work as a mason at the Kenyatta University main campus along Thika Road. On her way home, Nyambura was hit by a speeding police car as she waited to catch a bus at the bus stop just outside the Kenyatta University gate.
Ninaambiwa na watu iliponigonga ilienda ikasimama mbali sana ikarudi nyuma. Iliporudi nyuma ikauliza nani wako na huyu. Kwa sababu ni watu tulikuwa tunafanya kazi nao na tulikuwa tunatoka kazi wakanyamaza. Na vile askari wanaongopwa. Wakanichukua wakaniweka kwa gari.
The same police car rushed her to the Thika Level 5 Hospital, not as a casualty but as a corpse. Nyambura's life has never been the same again. In the mortuary, she says, a body was placed on top of her leg, which she says made it numb for a long period.
Na ninaambiwa na mama yangu kuna mama alikuwa amekatakatwa. Alikuwa amejaa damu ndio alikuwa ameninalia hii miguu.
Still in the mortuary 2 days later,
ndio wananiambianga walipofunguliwa wakakuta watu wengi walala huko chini. Kwa sababu ya kunijua na nguo. Mtoto wangu alisema, "Oh ingai, mami, hata wewe umekufa." Nikaitika. Sijui nikaitika. Wakakimbia wakaenda kuambia daktari. Daktari huko kwao kuna watu wanaongea huko.
It is after her response that Nyambura was immediately transferred to the general ward for immediate treatment. After being transferred to the general ward, Nyambura narrates of a told story of how 2 men came in with ulterior motives.
Ndio mama yangu akaambiwa, "Mama Nyambura, nani huyo anaduga Nyambura sindano?" Si daktari, akamwambia, "Daktari wa kutoka wapi?" Akanigonga mkono.
Thereafter, she left the hospital on doctor's advice. She says the effect of being hit by a side mirror on the head, coupled by being placed in the mortuary, caused a blood clot in the brain, which called for a brain scan at the Kenyatta National Hospital much later. Following this, she lost her memory for 6 months, in which she could not identify her family, including her 3 children and parents.
Vile wanipeleka hospitali pahali pengine, ndio kukasemekana niende counseling, ndio igarau ufahamu irudi kidogo kwa sababu hakuna matibabu ya ubongo kwa sababu ubongo ndio ulikuwa na damu.
However, with counseling from the Intermedical Legal Unit, she has been able to recover her memory, although sometimes she still suffers from memory lapse. Nyambura says her effort to get supportive documents from Ruiru Police Station towards seeking justice has been in vain. In addition, her inability to obtain her medical reports from Thika Level 5 Hospital makes her feel that there could be some sort of collaboration between the hospital and the police to frustrate her in her quest for justice.
Anawezaje mtu akuje weko mochari na hayuko kwa kitabu? Sinaweza kumkula.
The police did not take responsibility for the person they brought into the hospital. However, we managed to talk to the Thika Level 5 Medical Superintendent, Dr. Patrick Nyaga, whose side of the story totally contradicts Nyambura's.
You might not be able to bring in a body, get a person admitted, and then get them discharged without trace of records. For information, in the mortuary, all the records are still manual for the first 24 hours.
He also says this in response to the responsibility of a person brought into the hospital as a casualty or even as the dead.
If you came in with a body, there would not only be one register, but several reflecting. If it is a police case, the police bring you into the mortuary, and once you come to the mortuary, there is a doctor who will confirm that this person is dead.
Nyambura says that there are some of her former working colleagues who accompanied the police car to the hospital and described a period of a 1-hour wait before Nyambura was removed from the car to the hospital. Questions as to why there are not any medical records at such a reputable hospital and why the police should deny Nyambura the supportive documents remain unanswered. This is just one amongst many other stories that happen probably every day but don't see the light of day. People buried alive or even pronounced dead without any confirmation. Others in such cases never getting their justice. Nyambura has not been able to see her children ever since, after they were taken to different children's homes, and she says has been denied permission to visit them.
Saizi hata watoto wangu wananiogopa.
Currently, Nyambura walks at least 3 kilometers every morning to work as a casual laborer at the Kenyatta University campus in the hope that she can be granted a permanent job at the campus central workshop so that she can earn enough money for her children to be allowed to come back home. Through experiences in life, we learn that sometimes a journey can take you to totally unfamiliar territory. It has been one tough journey for Esther Nyambura, and even though she still seeks or hopes to find justice someday, her faith keeps her strong, as she says, and able to move on and live her life. Mbugua, GBS News.